Let's get some celebrity sleaze.
Barnes, this story reminded me of our big interview with India Oxenberg.
Ooh, what?
About the whole Nexium cult, which, continues to this day. There's so many stories, but guess who got out of jail?
Oh, who? Which one?
Allison Mack.
Oh, so soon.
Allison Mack, who pled guilty for her role in sex trafficking, which, by the way, she was at the center of it, luring all these women. She's 40 now. She was released from a federal prison in California at the beginning of this week. She was sentenced to 3 years in 2021. But remember in the very beginning, they were saying she could get 14 to 17 years behind bars, but she cooperated, and so that's why she had a lesser sentence.
I heard it. One person was saying possibly 40 years.
Yeah, crazy that she's out. Hey, I'm a little worried about, I don't know if you saw this story about Heather Locklear.
What happened?
Well, apparently looking very distressed, walking on the ledge of an office building. She had this hour-long appointment at this office building in Malibu. She's struggled with alcohol and drug addiction, but apparently she's been okay. But anyway, she was in flip-flops, and she came out of this building, maneuvering her way around the office to avoid falling into the parking lot and the dumpster below. And she is seen sitting there on the stairs looking severely distressed. She started journaling. I think she was there for a really long time, and then she walked across the street where her fiancé was waiting for her. I mean,
the pictures I've seen of her have been quite scary lately.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
That is sad.
Very sad. Wishing Heather Locklear well. You mentioned this the other day. I kind of feel like we need this segment, in its own theme music. It's time for another Kevin Costner divorce update. He is now seeking to have his estranged wife, Christine Baumgartner, forced out of their home in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, he wants her to vacate his separate property residence no later than July 13th. I mean, he's putting down the hammer. He has been pushing to get her out of the house for weeks.
She's not having it, though. She's saying, if he pays up, I think she'll be out by August.
Well, the premarital agreement that they both signed in 2004 stated she would leave within 30 days if the separation were to occur, and that the separation agreement was $1.2 million.
But she's not trying to live up to any of the things that she signed, which is going to add a whole different layer of drama when we start seeing the police show up or whoever to try and get her out, to evict her.
And by the way, Kevin's got money. Come on.
But yeah.
Kevin's saying he has no money. Come on. Don't mess with Adele. People throwing stuff on stage that we talked about. I will say that I found out another story about Lil Nas X at Lollapalooza. Someone threw a sex toy on stage, and he, of course, went through the whole thing like all the other singers and bands are saying. Well, Adele, you do not want to mess with her. Weekends with Adele in Vegas. Yeah, check this out. She is telling people, you do not want to mess with me.
Have you noticed how people are they're getting show insecure at the moment because they're having on stage? Have you seen that? I dare you. Dare you for something.
That's not the best audio, but she's saying, I effing dare you. Meaning, I bet
she was holding a T-shirt cannon.
She would just be like, I'm out. Bye-bye.
She would leave. Good for you, Adele. Amy Olsen won't be hitting the green alone in the 2023 U.S. Women's Open. The professional golfer, who is 30, is set to play this week's tournament at Pebble Beach. She's 7 months pregnant. You go, girl. Wow. The LPGA Tour. She qualified for the tournament with 6 under and 36 holes. It's one of those memories I'll take and talk about forever. She is expecting her first baby in September with football linebacker husband Grant Olsen. Quote, and the fact that it's at Pebble is really cool. The fact that there will be 2 of us walking down the fairway together, that's pretty awesome.
That's going to be funny if she dominates. She'll be like, look, with my belly and everything, I took you guys down.
I saw this story about Rosie O'Donnell talking about Madonna still recovering at home following a severe bacterial infection that caused her to apparently, be in intensive care, and then they had to cancel this tour, which is costing millions. I didn't realize that they were good friends, as Rosie's actually the one giving the update.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
She's good, as fans peppered her with questions on Instagram. Quote, she's recovering at home. She's very strong in general. God bless her. Hope she's okay. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know they were such good friends, but I guess somebody saw Madonna out and about, but apparently she is home recovering.
I just thought it was weird she was doing the PR for Madonna. Like, that just seems strange to me.
I know. You and I have talked about that series, The Idol, on HBO.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, with The Weeknd, Abel, Tesfaye. I wanted to just say this. Apparently, some of the stuff I had been reading over the last few weeks said that it was so bad that there's no way it's coming back.
No.
But anyway, he is now talking about it on Instagram. He's showing a lot of behind-the-scenes photos of the cast. His post also accompanied by a statement on his gratitude for the series. The finale, grateful to share this moment with you all as the season comes to an end. Continue to push the vision, no matter how bumpy the journey. I guess that's his reference to all the bad reviews, right?
Well, and what is Lily Depp's career going to do? Is that going to kill it? Or
it could severely hurt it, but who knows? And finally, Barnes, we talked about this. Jimmy Buffett. Remember, there were some issues, health issues? He was hospitalized to address some issues. Well, anyway, Buffett, who's now 76, we're glad to report, made a surprise appearance at a Rhode Island waterfront bar. He joined his friend Mac McAnally, who's been playing with him for years. Listen to the crowd's reaction when he came out on stage during It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Can you imagine being in a bar and you see this guy, whoever he is, McAnany, playing?
Mac McAnally, yeah.
And then just really nonchalantly, out comes Jimmy Buffett. It's kind of cool. Listen. Man, that's a good medical report. Just out of nowhere, poof, there's Jimmy Buffett.
A little gift to the parrot heads. That is your celebrity sleaze.
Good morning, X, with Barnes and Leslie, 99X.
We're all juggling life, a career, and trying to build a little bit of wealth. The Brown Ambition podcast with host Mandy and Tiffany the Budgetnista can help.
HGTV's Paige Turner.
People are wanting to buy a home. Is it a buyer's market? Is it seller's market? Is it neither?
It's neither. If you're in a position to buy a home, and if it makes more sense to own than to rent at this time in your life, then buy the house. Just don't buy the house thinking in 6 months you're going to make a $400,000 profit off of it, because that's not there anymore.
Brown Ambition.
Wherever you listen.